Today, I need to have a little sit down with my maggots. You are dear leader's favorite people in the world. And lest there be any doubt, Major Hefe Trump would not be where he is today without your unquestioning loyalty. Which leads me to an important question. What the fuck happened to your unquestioning loyalty? It sure seems like lately you've been asking a lot of questions about one topic in particular.
President Trump today facing a revolt in the MAGA ranks over how his administration has handled the case of notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
House Republicans joining Democrats for a resolution to release all the government files on Jeffrey Epstein.
And I think that Donald Trump, he promised them, so he needs to do it. No matter who's on them, we need to release the Epstein files.
Come on now, maggots. You're better than this. Don't you see you're getting played? Look, it's okay. I get it. You let your guard down. We've had a long, solid run of owning the libs. And while that's been fun and, of course, great for America, it's also made us a little complacent. You didn't think the libs were just gonna crawl away and die, did you? I mean, dare to dream. But you must never underestimate the power of the deep state. They're the ones who control the lamestream media that's feeding you all of this fake news. And I hate to break it to you, but now it's the libs owning you, maggots. They've used this whole Epstein debacle to trick you into carrying water for dear leader's many powerful enemies. God damn it, you knuckle strikers! Okay. Maybe I'm being a little harsh. Maybe. It can be hard in this twisted libtard universe to separate the wheat from the chaff. I guess that means it's time for another installment of my recurring series, the Make America Great Again Guidebook, or MAGAG for short. Not to be confused with MAGAG Reflex, which just happens to be my safe word. And no, Barry, it is not risible that my safe word is 3 words, whatever that even means. But when you tease me about my kinks, it puts a barrier to intimacy. And hey, I just realized you can't say barrier without saying berry. You are the barrier to my libido. Anyway, let's break it down so you don't get played again. First of all, what is fake news? It's not always easy to tell, but here's what Glorious Leader had to say about it.
CNN is scum, and so is MSDNC. They're all, and frankly, the networks aren't much better. It's all fake news.
That's a good start. I don't really need to explain to you that you should never listen to a single thing from MSDNC, CNN, or anyone Trump has banned from the White House press pool like the Associated Press, do I? You know what? Never mind. I'll just go ahead and explain. Don't ever read or listen to a single word from these serial slanderer networks, or Reuters, or Agence France Presse, or the BBC, for God's sake. Oh, you probably didn't even know these existed now until I mentioned them. Oh, forget I even said something about those. These are the obvious, low-hanging fruit of news fakers. But others can be hard to identify. And look, I want to be clear about this. It's not your fault that you're stupid. I don't judge my maggots for being uneducated. Dear leader said it himself. He loves the uneducated, and that means I do too. But if you're trying to separate the real news wheat from the fake news chaff, take a tip from a news pro. Anyone dear leader is defunding or suing must be up to no good. Cue the offenders!
The House is moving to revoke $1 billion in already approved funding for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the entity that steers taxpayer funds to PBS, NPR, and public media stations.
Paramount Global has agreed to settle with President Trump for $16 million after the president sued the company for a 2024 interview with then Vice President and presidential candidate Kamala Harris. The suit alleging the network committed election interference with the editing of the interview. Settlement doesn't include an apology.
Now, I know that's a lot of lamestream media to skip, but please skip them, all of them. The not fake, credible conservative newssphere will bring you the straight dope, not this gay genius, which I guess would be the opposite of straight dope. Anyway, don't listen to gays. Get news you can trust from this network or find purveyors of truth like Fox News, The Wall Street Journal, or pretty much anything Rupert Murdoch owns.
According to our Alex Mallon, President Trump has filed a libel lawsuit against the Wall Street Journal, Rupert Murdoch, and others over that report that we referenced earlier on in the show about Trump's ties to Jeffrey Epstein.
You see, folks, this is the deep state at work. You just can't trust any big networks anymore. They've all been compromised. At this point, just skip all news programs, except this one, and get your information from the diehards only. People like myself, MAGA influencers, and members of the Freedom Caucus. Our integrity is sacrosanct. We can't be bought off by the fake news cabal that... Oh, crap!
They have to go to the court and demand and unseal the sealed evidence in Epstein. It starts there. Then bundle everything together you got, sealed and unsealed, and release it all.
And a lot of people in MAGA, they really want to know more information about the people that were involved with Jeffrey Epstein. And is there a blackmail list? And are there foreign countries' governments involved? And there's nothing wrong with people continuing to ask that.
We need those Epstein files. If doddering old Biden won't release them, and we know Crimeala won't do it either, then we must return Trump to power so he can finally give us the truth about everyone on the evil cabal kitty diddler list. Everyone. I don't know what to say. I can't even trust myself. That's how deep the deep state worm turns. They finally got me. Did they get you too, Brian Johnson Balls?
Magar, never hope. I'll see to it that Scullywug Obama walks the plank for making treason. I'll send that sedacious mutineer down to Davy Jones' locker, lass. Ma-ga-ga-ga-ga-ga!
Okay, you're good. No fake news detected there. But I gotta admit, I'm at something of a loss here on how to advise my viewers. I guess let's just listen to what our dear leader himself has to say about it. Father always knows best.
President Trump reversed course and posted online calling for the Department of Justice to release all grand jury testimony with respect to Jeffrey Epstein, subject only to court approval.
Well, there you have it, folks. Democrats want the files released. Republicans do too. Maggots and influencers have called for it. Hell, even I called for it. And dear leader has too. So let's see those Epstein files already. But hold on. What if he really is on that client list? I'm 100% certain he's not. He's not. But just in case he is, it's time for us to have that talk. I know glorious leader might seem like a god, but he is in fact a man, just like you or your man. And sometimes when a man and his daughter love each other very much, that man will need to find someone that reminds him of his daughter, but definitely is not actually his daughter, to have intimate times with. And while in this hypothetical scenario, both his daughter and the very similar to his stepdaughter, but in fact someone else's daughter, are underage. At least one of them isn't family. So in certain jurisdictions, that's maybe not a crime at all. Feel better? I know I will after some combination of martinis, showers, and barbiturates. Anyway, good talk, MAGA. Now that I've primed you for it, let's brace for the impact of the Epstein file drop in 3, 2, 1.
Breaking news in the Jeffrey Epstein case. Here a short time ago, a federal judge in Florida declined to release additional grand jury documents in the case.
In an effort to shut down the Jeffrey Epstein fight in his chamber for now, House Speaker Mike Johnson sent lawmakers home early for a nearly 6-week recess.
Recess? Copy that. Time to get the fuck out. Oh, shit. Right. You're still here. Look, to wrap up, Mama Gag, fake news is whatever dear leader says it is, okay? Great. I'm Hope Violence, and this has been Violence on the...
Tonight, a new report that President Trump is named in the Epstein files.
La 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 la! I can't